Do. Somebody give me a quick sound check. Whoever's in the clouds, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down before I get to run out of my mouth. Stocks is looking like Stocks are looking like Okay. All right. Cool. I sound good? Cool. Appreciate it. Thank you. Club Fortune Cynical one. Technically, Static Key's the first one here. All right. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Where shall I begin? Where shall I begin? Let me make sure I got everything sent to me that was supposed to be sent to me. Okay. I didn't send this to myself. I thought I did. Okay. Okay, so 24, we're not even 24 hours removed from, I would think, what is overall regarded as a sub-tier, middle of the road Super Bowl performance. Sounds about right, yeah? And how can I say this in the nicest way possible? It's like when you listen to somebody, right? And they kind of give you a different perspective and things to look out for and things to watch and listen and look for, yeah? And then you're like, hey, look what I found. So you run back and tell the person that kind of put you on the path to enlightenment. And you're like, hey, look what I found. And you just kind of inundate them, right? To kind of, you kind of want validation to say, hey, I see now. And it's like, that's great. and man, I'm trying to be nice about this because I don't want anybody to feel slighted or offended, but it's like, you know what, let me do this. Let me do this first. Hold up. No, I can do two things at once. Yeah, it's like when you learn something new and then you kind of like break your neck to show the person that kind of got you along on the path. You're like, hey, and you just inundate and you just flood them and inundate them with stuff. And they're like, okay, good job. All right, you're on your way. And you just kind of keep going back. What? I gotta be mean on this one. Yeah. Sis. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yes, for fun. Yes. That is what. Oh my God. Oh, yes. I'm so glad you said it the way I was. Oh, let me turn myself down to make sure I'm not clipping. Let me turn down my levels because I'm gonna be yelling. Yes. All of us. Yes. Yeah, all of a sudden you can read the signs and say, yeah. I was like, oh my God. It's like, look what I can do. Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness. We're going to get into it. I thought I sent myself all this stuff. Apparently I didn't. And there was a lot of stuff off, not on camera that I didn't catch. And it looks even worse now that I'm looking at it, right? So, yeah, urban folk, it's like y'all so desperate just to be accepted and liked. And once again, it's validation at its core. So now all of a sudden, when you say, well, mainstream media doesn't care about the layers and the symbols that Kendrick was trying to convey to y'all, then it's like, well, it wasn't for them. Okay, listen. Super Bowl tickets were $9,000. Okay, hear me out. Super Bowl tickets were $9,000 this year. Okay, if I spend $9,000 for Super Bowl tickets for me and my family, I don't care about your symbology. I don't care about you communicating with your people. No, I want to be entertained for $9,000. You better give me somebody than some rapper named Kendrick Lamar that I've never heard of. Okay, it better be 50, J, LL, Wu-Tang Clan, somebody that's internationally on a level that they don't have to drop any more music. They can just tour for the rest of their lives just off the strength of who they are. Okay, now once again, surface level, because you urban folk are very simple-minded. Surface level, this is a super win for the West Coast. West all day. Yes, the West is winning. Yes. Now let's move on. Okay. This is how mainstream normie white folk think about y'all's symbols and y'all's petty little beefs that you want to display for the world to see. Y'all so quick to bring y'all business in front of white folk. Remember this? Keep your business out of white. Don't bring it into white folk business. Them white folk didn't spend $9,000 per ticket to hear about you accuse somebody of being a PDF file. There are children at the Super Bowl. Do you not understand the Super Bowl is a family fun event? It's marketed for families. Are you idiots too wrapped up in your Negro-dom to understand this? It's promoted as a family affair, event. This is why the players bring their families. That's why there's things to do for the children. This is why Janet Jackson got her ass kicked for the whole titty gay thing. Ain't seen a woman since then, technically, if you want to get down to it, because you offended people's families. Yes, this is how y'all look. This is typical urban folk trying to explain the complexities and the layers and the onions of how deep. Nobody cares how deep urban folk can get. We don't care about your metaphysical, super lyrical, abajirical miracles. We don't care. Nobody cares. Okay? Look how stupid you look to the white man.
So this song right here, this one he made, like, he was a little upset about everything that was
This white man does not care.
For the people, man, you know what I'm saying, for the culture. So he gonna be like, they not like us. They not like us. So he's saying like they ain't like us. You see? Like people on the other side, he doing
what the hell are you talking about? You think this man spent $9,000 per ticket? He doesn't care about your super lyrical miracle who built the pyramids and the black woman is God and she can do parthenogenesis. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares if you're the chosen race of the Anunnaki. People don't care about that. That man wants to be entertained. And unfortunately, the selection was very poor. Okay? Urban folk highly entertained. White folk mildly at best entertained. Like, who is this? I've never heard of this minstrel. Who dost thou this brought forth this minstrel before us? He had never heard of. Who doth thou this minstrel before us? His name does not travel the lands. I cannot partake in any known legends of this said minstrel. Who thou is this? Never heard of you, bruh. Never heard of you. This is how y'all sound. This wasn't for them. Shut the hell up. Shut up.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show him, you did.
No, he doesn't feel you. I'm just listen here, Negro, urban person. I get it. This means a lot more to you than what I'm seeing on what's registering in my face. I get it. Obviously, this excites you. So that if it excites you, it's not good for me. You notice this, right? We're going to break this whole symbology thing down to its very last molecule. the mainstream has responded to letting you urban people select other urban people to entertain the mainstream. Once again, Jay would have been better off coming out of retirement. Okay, Jay would have been a better look. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you might as well bring back Snoop Dogg. Why not? I know gin and juice. I know of this gin and juice that you speak of. This I do know of. This gin and juice you speak of. No.
He's from the West Coast, I'm from the East Coast. He's separated. You know what I'm saying? Like that verse.
No, sir. I'm trying to watch this minstrel, and I got another minstrel right next to me. I'm trying to watch the minstrel show, yet somehow one of your minstrels got loose and got next to me. How can you even afford to be here? How can you afford to be here? Why are you next to me? Why? I didn't ask for your take. Hey, brother, can you break down this rigmarole? Can you give me the ism? Can you give me the game on this? He's not asking for y'all's game and ism to be explained why this minstrel that he never heard of is in front of his face performing for him and not doing a very good job. Let's continue.
Now, tell it more. Hey, minor, you feel?
No, he does not feel. He doesn't understand why the A minor. You mean a musical chord, a music note? I know A minor is a music note. Okay, mainstream media is like A minor. Okay, that's a musical note. It's on a scale, and there's a bass clef and a treble clef, quarter note, half note, full note. I understand. Yes, we're talking music.
And I was in the studio like that one. You feel?
No, get away from. No, you see, I just want to get back to the show. No, that white man didn't understand a lick what you told him. He's afraid you're going to get aggressive if you don't bob your head to. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. He's probably in fear of his life. I don't know. Yes, please read the room. Please read the room. Edmund, my man, thank you for the 10. The world's kicking Kendrick back in for this. And they better. Once again, Kendrick had a better performance in 2022 in Arizona, Phoenix, right? With Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige. His performance there, much, much better. At the time, All Right was all over the airwaves. That makes more sense. This is how y'all look to people trying to show off and, hey, I know, I'm smart, I'm deep, I'm layered. I see things. I see things in color. I see things in binary code. Mainstream does not care about how you see things. I'm sorry. Look. Even the what is she? Filipino? She trying to explain to the white man, and no, sis. No. Now, unless you're one of those cool white folk that's down with urban folk, and you listen to the music, you may have slept with one of their people, one of their kind, and you kind of understand. I'm like, oh yeah, I can keep a beat. 1 2, 1 2, 1 2. You know. But let's continue. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I did not. If I'd have paid 9 racks to go to the Super Bowl I'd have been pissed. And I'd have kept making videos until somebody heard my pleas and refunded me my money or gave me a brand new Super Bowl package for next year. Okay? I would have been so upset, so miffed at the gall of, submitting this minstrel that I've never heard for, that I don't care for. And I was mildly entertained. Okay? Mildly at best. Once again, I'm glad you guys loved the show, but guess what? The census says most people did not. But let's continue. You spent all that time trying to enlighten. He He doesn't know who mustard. You mean mustard? Heinz mustard? Mustard and ketchup? He doesn't know who the hell DJ Mustard is. This is how y'all look and sound trying to explain yourselves and how important and how much relevance you have in other people's lives to the mainstream. Normies don't care about you. You're not important to normies. You're not important to normies at all. This is sad. Now let's continue. I'm here for it, man. Look at this. I didn't see this shit. I didn't see this part. I didn't see this, right? Never mind the tether guy with the Sudan flag. I'm not tripping off that. I'm tripping off the A minor flags. Y'all, they were waving A minor flags. Oh, hell no. I don't care about this guy here. You see the flag? Y'all see the flag? They got the children on the flag. A minor. Oh, no. No. That is super nasty. You listen, sue the hell out of them, Drake. Go, Drake, go. Just on GP. Just on GP. Just on GP. I didn't see this during the performance. Right? Just off GP, you got to sue. This is cold-blooded. This is beyond beef, y'all. This is beyond beef. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all didn't see it either, huh? Look at that. Wow. Look at that right there. Wow. 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 I have kids. I'm offended by this. What are we doing? I'm a dad. I'm offended by this. It's super weird. Super. This is so cringe for us as a people. Hey, man, ain't no turning back at this point. Ain't no turning back at this point. Yeah. I hope Drake wins this, which means pay him a shitload of money. He's gonna probably want that song scrubbed, and any reference to anything with A minor under the UMG label will be scrubbed if he wins the lawsuit, right? Y'all seen it before. They did it to Michael Jackson. You can't find you can find the other version, the alter version, on YouTube. But as far as on any DSP, can't find that. They're not gonna play that ever let you purchase that record on a DSP, right? Yeah. Hey. I don't care about the tether, dude. This here, this is very telling. Very, very telling. I didn't see none of this shit. I don't care about the Sudan part. Wow, there it is again. Wow. That's crazy. That is super crazy. Uh-oh. Okay, well, hey, guess what? I'll be weird. Hey, why are you here? Well, okay, I've never seen his logo since 2022. So either you're capping or whatever the case may be. You don't have to be here, though. Hey, everybody, let people live. It's okay. Let people live. Yeah, let people live. It's all good. Let's continue. I'm good. Shout out to the tether, though. Now, okay, let me pull it back. Now, let me go get my other clips of mainstream media reminding y'all of y'all's place. And this is one of those things you have to appreciate people that speak their voice and tell you where you stand with them. Thank you for allowing me to know where I stand with you. I appreciate that. All right, being honest has become a lost art. Speaking your mind, letting people know what your boundaries are, it's become a lost art. Everything's so PC. Don't want to hurt anybody. Don't want to offend anybody or make anybody feel slighted. Or it's almost become illegal to tell people you're not wanted here. No. Tell me where I'm not wanted, so I'll know for better. So I'll know where to go, what not to go, so I don't get jammed up. Right? That's a common courtesy. Yeah. Isn't that a courtesy? Hey, your kind's not wanted here. Okay, cool. Thanks for the heads up. I don't want to know why I'm not wanted here. What I'm not going to do is go to my congressman. Hey, they won't let me in this place. And I feel I have a right. I need you to change some legislation on my behalf so I can be in these places where I'm not wanted. Oh, no. That's not how I think. You don't want me here? Cool. I'll go somewhere else. I'll never validate how important you are to me in my life that I can't get into whatever function you have. Like, okay, you don't want me? Cool. I will not spend months, years, and monies fighting to get to a place where I'm not wanted. I'm not going to shed my blood for a place where I'm not wanted. That's insane. Insane to me. Insane to me. Okay, so I'm downloading my clips right now. I'm pulling my clips. Y'all forgive me. Robert Davi. Robert Davi. I think it's pronounced Davi. Robert Davi went on a rant. And you know what? I personally want to thank Robert Davi thank you for being honest. I can never get mad at anybody for being honest. Once again, being honest has become a lost art. Now let's look up who Robert Davi is. If you are a Gen Xer, you know exactly who this man is. You know you've seen his face in tons of movies, TV shows. You know who this man is. If you're a Gen X, what the fuck's up? If you're a Gen Xer, you know who this man is. This is Robert Davi. He's probably played one of the best villains ever. And in every damn that TV show movie, he's the quintessential bad guy, okay? You know who this man is, yes? You know who this man is, yeah? Okay? You know who this man is, yeah? Gen X say, hey, yeah, I've seen his face before. He's been everywhere. He's in everything. Okay? He's been in everything. Hey, bruh, okay, thank you for correcting me. Appreciate it, thank you. Okay, thank you. Point taken, I stand corrected. It is a logo on his website, on his chain. I see A with the children. Hey, what do I know? That's okay, but I appreciate it. Thank you for enlightening me. I appreciate that. Thank you. Now let's continue. Yeah, that's right. He was the FBI guy in Die Hard. Right? Let me see. Let's look at his discography. He's been in everything. He's been in everything. He's been in everything. The Goonies, License to Kill, Die Hard, Raw Deal, Maniac Cop 2. That's funny. Showgirls, for all the us young weirdos back then. It's like, ooh, Showgirl, she's naked. I haven't seen Reagan yet. I mean, this man's had a 50-year career. Yeah, roughly a 50-year career. Right? Predator 2, I remember that. Okay. And this is just the movies. Now, he's got a shitload of TV credits as well. He's got a ton of TV credits as well. Now, I'm bringing him up for a reason. Because he had a moment of honesty. Okay, he had a moment of honesty. All right. And he kind of went off. And I was like, you know what? Let the man cook. Now I see a lot of people like, oh my God, why did he say this? No, say it. Matter of fact, like I like Latino's slant, but he was upset at what he said. Latino took the position of, no, we don't care about the history of hip hop. Nobody cares. That's, whatever the case may be. Now, let me get to why we're talking about Robert Davi. I'm not even offended by what he said, because if you take your emotions out of it, there are moments of truth in what he said in his rant. Okay, there are things that you're like, you know what? Well, I see why he said, Plus, he's a older generation, so they see things a little differently. So he's past the moment of like you trying to enlighten him. Hold up.
Dear fellow Americans, just my quick little rant
Wait.
on this halftime.
This man is 73 years old. What am I going to tell him? I'm 20 years his junior. Right? What am I going to tell him? Hey, maybe you shouldn't think like that. Maybe you should open your eyes to see things this way. This man is 73 years old. He is who he is. His beliefs are what his beliefs are. He grew up in a whole generation outside of. He's a boomer. It makes him a boomer. Okay, what can we Gen Xers tell boomers to make them change their minds? They are in their 70s and 80s and 90s. They don't give a good goddamn what we talking about. Just like when us Xers, as we get older, there's some things. Shut up. Okay, you don't like what I got to say? Don't listen. Right? You don't have to be here. So let's get into what he said. And then I want to play what Latino slant. Let me get to him real quick. Hold up. Before I go further, let me cue everything up. I like Latino slant, but he's an older Mexican. He's like my age, but he's hardcore Mexican, right? And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just where's that? Here we go. Okay, let me cue this up. Let me cue up his points. Now we're gonna go over what Robert said. We'll place our lens on this. Okay, let's go.
Nonsense. I mean, come on, stop with the ghetto crap. I'm done with the ghetto. I've had it up to here with ghetto.
Urban folk, aren't you tired of ghetto as well? Urban people, are you not tired of ghetto as well? Urban people, are you not tired of ghetto as well? Yes or no? Yeah. Hey, listen. Yo, you know what? Jay, I got some opinions on Home. I like him, but he's the type I would keep at like an arm's length. Cause I'm like, you ain't but 2 seconds away from La MA. Jay, I like Latino, but he ain't but 2 steps away from La MA, man. He ain't but 2 steps away from La MA. That's what I get from him. And not saying it's a bad thing, but I could see, double M's on him. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised. All right. So are we not tired of the ghetto? Yes. Let him cook. Oh, we gonna let him cook. Let's go. What do you use the word ghetto? Jay know what I'm talking about. Hey, he ain't but 2 shades away from La MA. All right, let's go.
I know they want to say rap is this and rap is the streets and rap is the current and rap is the that. Look at jazz. The jump black and jazz blues artists. Give me the Count Basie band. Give me Duke Ellington's band. Give me the history. Give me jazz. You want to go black? Go art. Don't go ghetto. Let's lift the streets. Let's lift these kids off the streets.
Okay, that's a lot to unpack right there. That's a lot to unpack. This man is 73 years old. What do you think he listens to? I would assume it would be jazz and doo-wop. This man is 73 years old. What do you think he listens to on a regular? I'm going to assume jazz, because that's the first thing that came off his head. And I'm going to assume doo-wop. Okay? I get it. That's the music that speaks to you. Your generation, that's what you grew up with. I get it. Listen, I as much as I am a fan of hip hop, I am its biggest critique. I've been saying hip hop is the sole embodiment of Arrested Development. It does not age well. It's for children. Matter of fact, I'll take it one step further. Hip hop was created off stealing other people's music. That's it. That's all. Okay. But I'm not here for that. He's Motown, Sinatra. I get it. Yes. That's what speaks to him. Okay? That's what speaks to him. I disagree, George. This is a bad influence. Hip hop has 50 years of hip hop, and where are we as a people? Since we're talking influence. 50 years of hip hop, and where are we? Are we any further? Are we any better off? Yes or no? 50 years of hip hop, are we any better off? Yes or no? $50 years of hip hop, Are we any better off? Yes or no? Have we moved further? Have we progressed as a people? I say no. I say we stopped progressing since the civil rights movement. So for all the urban folk that had excelled without the help of affirmative action, without Title IX, your Paul Robesons, your Booker T. Washingtons, all of our excellent black leaders that have excelled when there was no government intervention, when there was no government help, they excelled still. Okay? But let's continue. Let's continue.
Enough with the garbage. Enough with the garbage. Enough with bringing these kids down into the garbage. Like
Okay.
that's the cool thing to do and this and that. No. Those gentlemen that created an art form, a gorgeous art form, those jazz artists, let's propagate that in America. Enough with this bullshit. Who in the NFL hired this act?
Uh-oh. Well, sir, that would be another black. Sir, I'm not sure if you noticed, but Roger Goodell has empowered a black man to make the hirings for the entertainment division of the NFL. Sir, I don't know if you knew that already, but respectfully, let him cook.
And Sam Jackson monkeying around. I mean,
Woo! Is he right? Is he wrong? Is he right? Is he right? When y'all saw Samuel L. Jackson in the red, white, and the Uncle Sam outfit, is it safe to say that we will forever know? Listen, Samuel L. Jackson's been in the business 40, 50 years, and I think his greatest known role is that of Steven in Django. What does that tell you? Samuel L. Jackson has been in everything, and we immediately recognize him for the role as Steven in Django. Is that a win? Is that a win? Now, look here, now, Candy. Now, who is this Negro on this nag? Now, Steven, I told you he's sleeping in the bed. Now, get up there. This man, Samuel L. Jackson, has been some of the biggest movies, blockbusters ever. And we will forever know him as Steven in Django. Y'all. He's known as Nick Fury. Listen, I doubt that. I'm sorry. Take the comic book aspect out of it. The average urban person does not watch Marvel movies. The average Marvel person does not know who Nick Fury is, but everybody, and I mean every goddamn body, knows who the fuck Steven from Django is. Django is the comic book movie that urban folk want, right? They don't need to go watch the Avengers. They don't need to go watch Black Panther. I got Django out here shooting down white folk. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Not Gator. Let's continue. Let's let Robert Davi cook.
I'm sorry. It just repulsed me. It absolutely repulsed me. What was the point? What's the point? Let's lift the kids. Let's give them something to aspire to, talent to aspire to. Let's train them in instruments and jazz and stop this rap crap.
Wait. You say yes, they know who Nick Fury is. Are we talking the average urban person? I don't think, no. No. I feel good in saying that. You're talking to a select demographic of urban folk that collect the comics, that watch CBMs. The average urban person does not watch Marvel movies like this. No. The average, no, not Nick Fury. No. Nope. 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 Listen, guys, we have a privilege of seeing things from a skewed view. I think us that have insight have a skewed view because we keep up with these things. We choose to keep up with these things. We choose to learn these things and remember these things. The average urban person does not know. Nah. The average urban person does not know Nick Fury is white in the comics. The average urban person does not know Nick Fury is white in the comics. No, sir. No, sir. We have insight to something that most people do not. We are privileged to know these things. Most people do not. No. You're going to have a hard time convincing me more people know, or more urban people will remember Samuel L. Jackson for being Nick Fury in a Marvel movie as opposed to a Django, which is about slavery. I highly doubt that. But let's continue.
And jazz and stop this rap crap that everybody thinks is the new Shakespeare. It's not. It's garbage. It's not lifted.
Is he lying? Has hip hop lifted the people? We're in the drill rap era, y'all. We got Lil Durk on murder on in jail for murder. Right? One of the great young talents for hip hop, King Von, got gunned down in Atlanta. Right? We have sons of former rappers dead. Gilly lost his son. Project Pat lost his son. Yeah, show me where rap is lifting the people up. I stand to be corrected, but come on.
It's down. You have such great musicians, great black jazz musicians, and other musicians that could have been used.
Now, once again, he's speaking to what he knows, what resonates with him. Jazz is his thing. Clearly, jazz is his thing. Okay? That's his era. That's what he grew up with. That's the type of music that resonated with him. It evokes certain emotions. It makes him remember certain things in his childhood and his past. I get that. The message is on point. I have no issues with what he's saying. I thank him for his honesty. Okay? Because listen, when we're driving in our cars, out and about, and you see somebody in their 40s and 50s, the sound system is turned up to 10, and they're playing, give me some low-level hip-hop record, and you're just like, seriously? Like we're still driving around town with our windows down, sound systems cranked out to the max, listening to fucking hip-hop. And y'all don't look at these people and be like, ugh, you don't roll your window up so you don't have to hear the bass come through your car window? Y'all don't do this? I'm the only one. Okay, let's continue.
And instead of this crap, what are they trying to do? What's the message? What's the message in the collard greens? Tell me.
That hurt. I ain't gonna front. That hurt. Hey, that man said, "What's the message in the collard greens?" Sir, ouch! You didn't have to go that deep. Wait a minute. Wait. This man said, "What's the message in the collard greens?" You have to appreciate old folk. Okay? You have to appreciate old folk. Listen, this gonna be us in 20 years. Telling our own kids, like, what the fuck are you doing? This is gonna be us in our when we hit 70, saying the same thing. I'm just saying. Yeah, I think that was a little bit low. I don't know what. Wait, I'm just saying. Wait. Hey, wait. My man, yeah, Black History Month. Sis, I love it. sis. I love it. I love it. Hey, what's the message in the collard green set? Oh my God. Now. Some of y'all gonna be like, well, he talks like a Goomba. Get out of here. Get out of here. Your mother, F your mother. I get it. He talks like a Goomba. That's fair. But the message, I don't get wrapped up in the messenger. I want to hear the message. So the optics may not work for me. Fine. I'll chew that and spit that out. Right? The message may be, the delivery may be a little bit coarse, abrasive. All right, fine. I chew it, I spit that out. But I digest the message. The message is what resonates with me. Is he wrong in what he's saying? Now, I don't say bring it back a jazz artist, because you had a couple jazz guys open the Super Bowl. John Baptiste. John Baptiste is everywhere. He won a Grammy. He's everywhere. He's bringing jazz back, right? So now we got a new face for jazz. We got rid of Kenny G, because for the last 20 years, all for jazz was Kenny G. Don't say anything else. For the last 25 years, when you say jazz, it's been Kenny G and his damn, not a saxophone, clarinet. I don't know what the fuck he played. Was it like an altoon sax, right? For the last 25 years, it's been Kenny G. We got a new face, young, fresh urban face. John Baptiste is doing wonders for jazz. So he's 73. Do I expect him to know who John Baptiste is? No. I believe he's to a point in life, he doesn't care about the new next urban talent. I think he's over certain things. I'm not trying to give him grace, but I'm trying to, he's 73, y'all. Can you tell your parents what to do at 73, 75, 77? Go tell your parents hey, you need to open up and learn some new things. Go tell your elderly parents what to do and see how that works out for you. Go tell your elderly parents, hey, you're wrong, dad, mom. You need to get with the new times. You need to get with it. I need you guys to start learning AI. Yeah. Go tell your elderly parents to start learning AI. See how that works out for you. Okay? All right? The message. Let's continue.
This ghetto crap. I'm done with ghetto crap. Lift the streets, man. Lift the streets, and black brothers and sisters, you've got so much talent out there.
Uh-oh.
Lift the streets. Teach your kids dignity. Let's bring them into dignity instead of the street, instead of shitting in the streets.
Well. He said they just learned Facebook. Uh-oh. Techie got pushed back. What was the message of those rock bands back in the day at the Super Bowl? Techie, challenge accepted. Let's take a look at the history. All performers. Challenge accepted. All performers at the Super Bowl. Okay. Now, before I get into that, white America is not suffering because of its music. This is my pushback to anybody that disagrees with what this man is saying. If you want to bring the rock aspect into it. The last time you saw white America affected by its music was Columbine. After that, no more. Okay? That was the last time you saw white folk blame music for how their teens and their youths are turning out. Okay? That doesn't happen anymore. Okay? I can look at hip hop right now and see a negative impact on our people. I can see that right now. Right now. Where's the drill version of rock music? Where's the drill version of country music? I don't see Jelly Roll's music inspiring yous to go out and do weird stuff. I'm just saying, hear me out. Okay, let's get to this. So let's go to all of the performers that have ever performed at a Super Bowl halftime show. Okay? We gotta go way back. Okay, 1967. Starts with 1967. Let's continue. University of Arizona and Grambling State. Oh, that's urban folk. So our first performer at the Super Bowl halftime show was the Grambling State Marching Band, an HBCU. Grambling State again in 1968. Oh, look, another HBCU, Florida A&M, 1969. Florida A&M again in 1971. Carroll Channing, 1970. Oh, look at this. A salute to Louis Armstrong with Ella Fitzgerald, Carroll Channing, Al Hurt. These are jazz folk. So now I see why he's saying what he says. Because he grew up where he saw this jazz at the Super Bowl halftime. Now we have context. This is what Latino Slant missed in his critique of Robert Davi. Now I understand why he keeps referring to jazz. Okay? He keeps referring to jazz. Okay. Wait, no message is clear in rap. You have to break it down. But you don't say this about other genres, though. You don't speak this way about other genres. Okay? You don't ask for a delineation or a breakdown in anybody else's messages of their music except for hip hop. But let's continue, which is fine. 1973, University of Michigan, another marching band. 1974, University of Texas. So back then, it was nothing but marching bands and jazz performers. 1975, another tribute to Duke Ellington, Mercer Ellington, and Grambling State. I didn't know this. Let's continue. 200 Years and Just a Baby, tribute to America's bicentennial. 1977. Small World, including crowd participation for the first time with spectators waving colored placards on cue. 1978, Tyler Apache Bell and Pete Fountain and Al Hurt. From Paris to these are jazz folk, right? Jazz, not soul, but what's the term? I forget it. It's jazz with something else. Okay, let's continue. 1979. Salute to Caribbean with Ken Hamilton and various Caribbean bands. So even the Islanders and the Tethers got love at the Super Bowl halftime performances. 1980, a salute to the big band era. 1981, Mardi Gras Festival. 1982, a salute to the 60s and Motown. 1983, Kaleida Superscope. 1984, salute to the superstars of the silver screen. 1985, A World of Children's Dreams. 86, Beat of the Future. 87, Salute to the Hollywood's 100th anniversary. 1988, Something Grand featuring 88 grand pianos, the Rockettes, and Chubby Checker. That's a rock guy. He did the twist. The Rockettes, legendary women, a dance ensemble where they would do the famous high kicks. And all those white women, 5'10" or taller. Let's continue. 1989 Bebop Bamboozled featuring 3D effects. Look at this. 1990 Salute to New Orleans. 40th anniversary of Peanuts characters featuring trumpeter Pete Fountain, Doug Kershaw, and Irma Thomas. More jazz folk. 91 New Kids on the Block. 92 Gloria Estefan, Brian Boitano, Dorothy Hamill. 93 Heal the World, Michael Jackson featuring 3,500 children. 1994 Country, Clint Black, Tanya Tucker, Travis Tritt, Wyona, and Naomi Judd. 95 Tony Bennett, Patti LaBelle, Arturo Sandoval, the Miami Sound Machine. That sounds like a dope show. That sounds dope. I'll have to go back and watch some of this stuff. Let's continue. 96 Diana Ross. 97 The Blues Brothers Bash, featuring Dan Aykroyd, John Goodman, James Belushi, and James Brown and ZZ Top. 98, the tribute to Motown's 40th, including Boyz II Men, Smokey Robinson, Queen Latifah, Martha Reeves, and The Temptations. Now, I don't recall any complaints back then for let's include hip hop. Okay? So we're talking from 92 to basically 2000s is the second golden era of hip hop. And you don't see not one hip hop artist performing they didn't need hip hop like that. Right? Let's continue. 1999, Celebration of Soul, Salsa and Swing, featuring Stevie Wonder, Gloria Estefan, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, and Savion Glover. Okay. 2000, Phil Collins, Christina Aguilera, Enrique Iglesias, Tony Braxton. 2000, okay. 2001, Nelly's the first one. Nelly's the first hip hop guy at a Super Bowl performance. We got Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, and Nelly. 2002, U2. 2003, Shania Twain, No Doubt, and Sting. Okay. 2004, this is the infamous one. Janet Jackson, Kid Rock, P. Diddy, Nelly twice. We got P. Diddy first time, and Justin Timberlake. Okay. 2005, Paul McCartney. 2006, Rolling Stones. 2007, Prince and the Florida A&M Marching Band back for what, a fourth time? 2008, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. 2009, Bruce Springsteen and E Street Band. 2010, The Who. 2011, the Black Eyed Peas, Usher and Slash. 2012, Madonna. So everybody so far from the 2000s on are pretty much big tier superstars, international, they're just monsters, right? Everybody has a signature record, okay? Everybody here we're going from 2000s on up, right? Starting with 2001, I think Aerosmith had Living on the Edge. That album came out. NSYNC was NSYNC. Britney Spears is Britney Spears. Okay, worldwide. Everybody knows their records by this time. Mary J. Blige, Nelly. Country Grammar was everywhere. U2 had Joshua Tree at this time, I believe, right? Shania Twain, Still the One. Record was everywhere, right? No Doubt was No Doubt. And Sting. Okay, so now 2004, everybody's got monster hits. Okay. 2007, Prince. Okay, let me see. Who? Okay, 2011, the Black Eyed Peas, Usher and Slash. 2012, Madonna. 2013, here comes Beyonce. 2014, this is Bruno Mars. This is like the Bruno Mars. Red Hot Chili Peppers. 2015, Katy Perry. This is Katy Perry. I Kissed a Girl, Katy Perry, right? Lenny Kravitz, Missy Elliott. 2016, Coldplay, Beyonce again, and Bruno Mars. 2017, Lady Gaga. That's all you need right there. 2018, Justin Timberlake and the Tennessee Kids. 2019, Maroon 5. Ooh, that album, that first album. Ooh, that was everywhere. Travis Scott, Big Boy. No Outkast, but okay. So now you're getting a little bit more mid-level hip-hop. Because Travis Scott was not the Travis Scott that we know of now for like the last 4 years. This version of Travis Scott is not the Travis Scott we know right now. So now it's kind of the hip hop level is kind of mid. It's kind of mid. 2020. '20 is Shakira, J-Lo, Bad Bunny, J Balvin, Emmy Munez. This is not the Bad Bunny we know now. This is pre-Bad Bunny. 2021, this is The Weeknd. If you see if there's by themselves solo, that's when they're in their big dog status. Okay, wait. So let me see who's all big dog status at this point. So from 2002, that's U2, big dog. Paul McCartney, big dog. The Rolling Stones, big dogs. Prince, still a big dog. But they got the Florida A&M Marching Band, cool. Tom Petty, big dog. Bruce Springsteen, come on. The Who, it's Madonna. So when they're by themselves, that they're at that peak. Beyonce, say no more. Lady Gaga, say less. The Weeknd is The Weeknd. Okay, 2022. This is what I was showing you guys last night, right? Eminem, Dre, Snoop, Kendrick, Mary J. Blige. Kendrick's performance of "We Gonna Be Alright" is, I think, clearly was a better performance than this one. Granted, this was with an ensemble. This was not Kendrick by himself. He only performed like 2 songs, I believe. This last night was 4 or 5 songs. It's a different type of animal, which I get, but still, it was still mid. 23, Rihanna by her damn self. It's Rihanna. 2024, which is last year, which is Usher with Alicia Keys, Jermaine Dupri, her, will.i.am, Lil Jon, and Ludacris. And then this year was Kendrick. Don't sit here and tell me this was better. This, what y'all saw last night, would rival anybody for the last 20 years. You're out your fucking mind. If you think what you saw last night rivals any of these people's performances over the last 20 years, you're bugging. You are bugging. Now, let me see. Hey, that's what I'm here for. we gonna do this with a walker. Now let's do this. Yeah, Drake has turned down multiple Super Bowl performances. Drake says no many times. I think Drake will change his mind in the next couple of years. Okay, now let's get to Latino Slant's take on it. Now, we heard what Mr. Robert Davi said. The delivery may have been abrasive. Once again, this man is in his 70s. He's seen a lot. And I take the message, I spit out the abrasiveness, I spit out the tone, I even spit out the package it's wrapped in. But I ingest the message, because there's a whole bunch of things he said that spoke truth. Okay? What you can't say is the man is misinformed, or he's a liar, or he's exaggerating. You tell me 50 years of hip hop, where's the bright spot? You don't own the culture. Yeah, all I do is present y'all stories of artists broke. They don't own nothing. How they got jerked. We just watched Day 26 crying their guts out because of what a hip hop guy did to them. 50 years of hip hop, and give me the bright spots. Y'all want Lil Wayne to perform. This man's a damn drug addict. This man is literally wasting away in front of us because he can't put the styrofoam cup down. Please give me the bright spots that outweigh on the scale of hip hop justice, where the good outweighs the bad. Show me, enlighten me, because you're talking to somebody that's been in the business, that's seen the ugliest parts of the business. I've seen the agendas. I see what's in people's minds and hearts before they get on, after they get put on. I see what happens to the people when they get the money. So give me the bright spots that I may have missed that y'all see that I don't. Please, I stand to be enlightened. And now they give you cheap victories by including your little hip hop into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which means nothing. Because even the rock and rollers no longer respect the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Once again, this inclusion that y'all need so bad. Where's y'all hip hop Hall of Fame? Why y'all gotta keep begging the white folk to be let in again? You write your congressman, you write your senator, you find an attorney to spend monies. Hey, make them let us in. Make them let us in. Every 2 to 3 years, y'all boycotting the Grammys. Every 2 to 3 years, like clockwork, y'all find a reason to boycott the Grammys. Then the white folk like, oh my God, okay, petulant child, here's your toy. Then y'all shut up and go quiet. Another couple years later, y'all, and the white parents like, oh my God, this little urban baby is working my nerves. Well, honey, you wanted to adopt a little urban baby. Yeah, but I didn't think they're gonna be this much of a work. I didn't think they're gonna be this whiny. Do they cry all the time? Oh, honey, you know they've been through a lot. They've been through a lot. You know, there's the father left them, the mother abused them, and the mother's on drugs. You know, their siblings all over the place. You know, just give it time. Got a lot of trauma to work through. Okay, fine. Go ahead and give him a biscuit. He'll calm down. Give him a biscuit. This is black folk. This is urban folk. This is urban folk. This is urban folk. So then, and then Jay-Z last year, hey, yo, get my wife here. She won't. And then all of a sudden she gets country record of the year at the Grammys. And then y'all still mad at them white folk that told Beyonce no. Them same country, the CMAs still told y'all black country artists, no, we don't recognize you. This is ours now. You be smart to learn from us and how we gatekeep our music, our genre. You be smart to learn from that, but no, you want to include everybody like you always do. Oh, they're invited to the cookout and they can come to the cookout because they can talk slang and they can dance. They can keep a beat for more than 3 seconds. Everybody's invited to the cookout. I'm good on hip hop. Hip hop has nothing to offer me at the age of 49. Matter of fact, hip hop has not offered me anything since, what year is this, 2025? The last time hip hop was relevant to my life. The last time hip hop was directly relevant to my life. 2015. Hip hop has not impacted. I haven't benefited from hip hop. Has done nothing for me since 2015. And I'm being generous. I'm sorry. Nothing. There's nothing. It can do nothing for me. Matter of fact, I avoid pockets of society that embrace hip hop. I avoid that. Listen, if there's a liquor store, I don't know why I'm at a liquor store, but if it's like 2 a.m, I'm hungry, I want to go sit, and there's a liquor store and there's hip hop, I hear hip hop music, I'll go somewhere else. Sorry. If I go to an eatery spot, like I go to Papa Do's or whatever, and I see too many, like, you know what, let's go somewhere where I can pretty much guarantee there's not going to be any friction if I bump into somebody by accident. Or someone, the waitress takes too long in bringing a drink. You understand? Like, I'm good. Because y'all say, well, if music can, stir up the beast, it can also calm the beast. But hip hop does not calm the beast. Hip hop awakens and summons and stirs up the beast. Y'all want to give me all these backpack rappers that are no longer relevant because the market does not care for them. Okay? J. Cole should be a way bigger name than what he is now. Y'all don't care for backpack rap, the nicety nice rap. Lupe Fiasco should be on everybody's Mount Rushmore right now, top 5 dead or alive, but he's not. Right? Lupe to me is the greatest of his backpack rap type. Right? He should be on the Mount Rushmore right next to Rakim Allah. It should be Rakim. Ooh, shit. Okay. It should be Rakim. I don't want to say Big Daddy Kane. See, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane to me and Nas all are three of the same MC. Like Rakim is the granddaddy. Kane is like would be Rakim's younger brother, and then Nas would be like the son, or would be like the nephew. Like to me, they're all the same to me, different variations, right? And then I don't put Biggie up there. You gotta put Pac up there just because of Pac's impact, right? But Lupe Fiasco lyrically will slaughter anybody. Anybody. He should be on everybody's top 5 dead or alive. But he's a backpack rapper guy. He makes you think. He doesn't do shoot 'em up bang bang. He ain't got gun bars. Lupe does not do gun bars. Y'all love gun bars. Y'all love gun bars. Okay? All right. Now let's get to Latino Slants. I'm getting along with it. I'm sorry, but we got to walk this thing down, man. Because I think a lot of you hip hop fans are disingenuous with y'all selves. And it's okay. Everybody does not have to like hip hop, especially our own. There's going to be times in your life you're going to outgrow this shit. Okay? Do I want Mini-Me listening to Chief Keef? Listen, I love Chief Keef. You understand me? Listen, I love Chief Keef. I love Chief Keef. Sosa, Kobe. What's the other record that I played from? I played them shit. Do you understand me? Okay? The intro to Love Sosa. Listen, I don't skip the intro. You understand? That's how much I love that record. I don't skip the intro. When the horn kicks in, and then you hear the organs underneath it, and the homeboy saying, yeah, I'm just like, yeah. What we doing? Right? I can't have Mini-Me listening to that shit, or I wouldn't play it outrightly in front of her. Now, if she discovers it on her own, I can't help that. But I would never openly play Chief Keef around Mini-Me, because I know what type of vibe that comes with it. Okay? We're not about to go sing a song of Sixpence and Pocket Full of Posies and shit. No. We're about to go put in some work. Whatever that may be. Okay? I can't do it. I can't play me. I love Chief Keef though. I love Chief Keef, man. And to see Chief Keef progress the way he has progressed in his life right now, in his mindset, the man clearly tells you, I didn't even know how to talk. I couldn't even talk. I couldn't even speak. The man is growing, his growth, new environment, new mindset, a new respect for the culture, the art. He's a totally different person, right? Gucci Mane. Which version we talking about? Because y'all don't get down with the new Gucci Mane, the sober Gucci Mane, the clone version. You want Radrick with the big stomach, with the gold fronts. You want East Atlanta Santa Gucci. Y'all don't be rocking this new Gucci music. Shut up. Stop playing with me. The best parts of hip hop you like are the gutter shit. Hell, I can take it to R&B. Y'all don't listen to Mary J. Blige's new sober music. You like it when she was coked up getting her ass kicked by whoever she was fucking on at the time. Stop playing with me. Stop. You don't like 2025 Wayne. You like Promethazine Wayne, Carter 1, 2, 3 Wayne. When he was drugged up all the damn time. Stop playing with me. You don't like sober BG. You like Heron BG. Stop. It's okay to admit that. There's no shame in that. Yes, the best music comes from artists that are going through shit. Vices, drugs, habits, pains, trauma, torture, abuse. Yes, they make the best music under trauma, under stress. Sober is boring. There's no layers to it. There's nothing for me to unpack. It's not deep. You're happy. Great. Okay. You have nothing. There's nothing for you to say. You're happy. Go on. There's no struggle in that. Why y'all so? Why don't you just admit what it is? You don't listen to did you listen to the Are We There Yet soundtrack with Ice Cube? No. America's Most Wanted, Predator, that version of Cube. Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Right? Okay, I'm just. Jackie, a damn fool with it. Hey, I'm just saying. Listen, when BG dropped what was the first thing off his first album? Well, Cash Money's in the Army. Oh, what? And you instantly remember how it made you feel when you first heard the keyboard intro come in and the snares, right? You remember the video when the Hummer pulls up or whatever the case, and you see a young BG holding the high boy chain, and everybody had an army, a navy. It's some if it ain't gravy, you know what I'm saying? You understood what he was saying, all right? All right, let me go. Let me go. You know what? Clever, I'll take that. At least it wasn't a Megan Thee Stallion twerking per usual. I'll take that. You're right. That's a good point. Good point. See, I want that Share My World, Mary. Hey, I'm going down, Mary. I was your lover and your secretary, Mary. That version of Mary. Yeah. SZA did nothing. SZA's not even happy with herself, man. SZA is a problem for a whole different reasoning. You love positive married. Oh, that's what's up. Hey, that's how it should be. But I like effed up Mary. I like coked up Mary. You know. But okay. something if it ain't gravy. Hey, that's in my playlist. So let me do this. Let me get to Latino Slant's take on it. Yeah, Not Gonna Cry, Mary. Couldn't even say the word secretary right. I was your love and your secretary. Like, what? But we understood. All right. This is Latino Slant's take on it. Now listen, I have no issue with Latino Slant. I respect his stance. He's one of those proud Mexicans, but this man ain't but 2 shades away from La M, man. And listen, as a default Californian that has seen the best and worst of Latino Hispanic culture, you know, it's certain things. It's the tone when people speak. When it comes to racial pride, it's like, okay. Listen, and it didn't help. I just got done watching the damn documentary on the Aryan Brotherhood of Texas on Max. I was just watching that. I was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just like, oof. Okay. Once again, I like, for the record, I hope nobody goes back to this dude and be like, hey man, this Moreno was talking bad about you, man. Nah, listen, I like Latino Slant, but he's a hardcore, racially prideful Mexican in Hollywood. His wife's an actress, so he's like the George Lopez when he slides in the just don't marry a black joke. I get it. Okay, thank you for letting me know where I stand with you. That's all you could ask for, is somebody to be honest enough with you, be like, hey, I don't like you, you're kind, keep it. You know, I don't believe in the intermixing, intermingling. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know where I stand. Because I would hope somebody would respect if I gave them the courtesy to say, hey, these are my boundaries. You know what? Thank you for letting me know. Because most people won't give you the grace to set up boundaries for you to recognize and know when to stop. Okay. So let me get to this. Now, this is his take on what we just listened to from Mr. Robert Davi. Once again, I have nothing against what Robert Davi said. I understand where it's coming from, his place of reference. Yeah. Once again, you're gonna have a hard time trying to find me where the bright spots of 50 years of hip hop outweigh the bad spots. Good luck with that. So let's get to this.
And I want to break down everything he's saying. because he's saying a lot of wild shit. And this is his. Here we are with his. This is who you've seen. Robert Davi, guy's been in everything. I mean, you know, I still listen. I love the actor. I don't like his take here, and it's a little too. I think it's a little too revealing. Unfortunately, I think he should have kept his mouth shut.
No. You believe in freedom of speech, right? Then yes, I believe in your freedom to say whatever the hell you want to say. Now, are there consequences behind it? Yes. But I believe if something is in your heart to say it, yes, say it. Right? He didn't curse. He didn't say the N-word. None of that. He spoke his piece. He gave his reasonings. You know, so he spoke from a place from the past, the present, and the future. And if you sit here as an urban person, going to sit here and be like, well, he was wrong. What was he wrong about what he said? What was wrong about what he said? Well, we'll go over it. We'll listen to the Latino slant to this.
Because he just spoke a lot of mamadas, a lot of bullshit. And
okay, the message in the collard greens, you didn't like that. That's fair. Let's go.
I'm going to break it down, what he said. And reminder, guys, I told you guys, we're not going to agree a lot on everything today. But if you disagree, please keep it civil in the chat and talk to me. And I see you, Scenario. I'm going to get to your amazing super chat in a minute. Okay. Let me see. What are we saying here? What I had retweeted the guy. Davi is repulsive, idiot. They said the same about jazz greats in their time. FTP, which is not. I continue to be. I was really upset. Here's his rant. Okay. All right. Here we go. I was really upset, guys.
Dear fellow Americans, just my quick little rant on this halftime nonsense. I mean, come on, stop with the ghetto crap. I'm done with the ghetto. I've had it up to here with ghetto. I know.
Stop with the ghetto crap. I'm done with the ghetto. I've had it up to here. And he does the neck thing with ghetto. Okay, you know, Italiano from the 60s. Oh, how you doing? Yeah, I'm done with the ghetto. Hey, yo. Oh boy, we're in for it, man. Only 10 seconds in.
Oh, they want to say rap is this and rap is the streets and rap is the current and rap is the that. Look at jazz. The jump black and jazz blues artists. Give me the Count Basie band. Give me Duke Ellington's band. Give me the history. Give me jazz. You want to go black? Go art.
Okay, so now Robert Davi is an expert in black music, in jazz.
He never claimed to be an expert. What Latino Slant fails to realize, that's his point of reference. That's the point of reference for music that speaks to him. It's not about him being an expert in what, who created what. We're not here for that. That's his point of reference. But this is where Latino Slant kind of gets it wrong, because I think he's in his feelings over this.
Jazz and rap and the history of American music. All right, so here we go. My first thing is he's belittling an art form. Whether you're into that art form, that's not the point. It's an art form. It's a form of expression.
It's a low-level art form. Art form, nonetheless, it become extremely low level, low vibrational. That's not no cap. I'm not putting extras on the shit. Y'all know what it is.
It's a form that came out of nothing and something was created. That's what art is. Now,
no, hip hop came off stealing other people's music. That's not for debate. I can run down all these court cases where people had to sue hip hop artists for sampling and not giving them the credits. But we can let's continue.
Now, whether you're into that art, that's a whole different argument. But rap, hip hop is a art form and it's culture, whether you're with it or not. And the fact that this gentleman is talking about the ghetto this and the ghetto that just shows a super bigoted, naive.
That's his opinion. Everybody's welcome to your opinion.
Okay, let me stop, right? Because musical art forms, new musical art forms are synonymous with those neighborhoods, with those communities that are not classically structured as you are used to as far as European music. It's not better, it's not worse, it's just different. It is a different form of art. Now, he talked about, hey, give us jazz, give us Count Basie, give us the jazz, give us the blues, the jump blues. Okay, let's go back. Okay, 100 years ago.
No, this man is 73 years old. We're not here for the history of jazz. His point of reference is his point of reference. When he grew up, that's what he heard and listened to the most. Okay? We're not here for the creation. We're not here for what the black jazz artists went through. We're not here for that. He gave no allusions to that. This is not about jazz. It's about the current state of hip hop and how other people outside of our urban bubble sees it. That's it. That's all. So if he feels that way, you know, there's a few more people that feel just like Robert Davi when it comes to hip hop on outside the bubble. This is silly.
Jazz was created by the black men of Louisiana.
No shit.
Blues was from the Delta.
No.
And those melted in and, for lack of better words, created modern time in music. Modern time was more of late 20s. But let's go back. Let's go back to the inception of American jazz.
We don't.
Okay?
We're not.
American jazz.
No.
The white popular culture did not want black people.
We know this.
To take credit for jazz.
Yes.
In fact, you had very accomplished white jazz musicians who said the very same thing about what Robert is saying about black jazz musicians.
This is not about the history of jazz.
They did everything they could to take away the music from black people, that art form of jazz. Now, this is not an opinion. This is not an opinion. This is fact. That first they tried to claim that they invented jazz. Give me a fucking break.
We're not even talking. That's not. You see why I'm looking at Latino like, bruh, like where are you going with this? That's not what the man said. That's not what he said. Let's continue.
Then jazz musicians, because they were black, of course they were segregated and couldn't play. There was only certain places they could play, and then if they did play in white audiences, white auditoriums, they'd had to bail. But as jazz got more popular, so did the backlash against jazz. And everything he just said about rap, that's what they said about jazz. That's exactly what they said about jazz. From why do you think so?
Okay, so let me ask you guys this. For everybody that may have an issue with what Robert Davi was saying, and if y'all felt he was holding back, so what excuse do you give to black businessmen that have to work with other races of people that don't like them solely based off their race? So all the black drug dealers, going back to Bumpy Johnson and those guys, you know, the history of the black gangster, right? They had to work with these Italians, right? Even some Irishmen, to get goals accomplished, right? So I'm not understanding. So where do you draw the line? Like, no, we shouldn't. This is where we got to stop. We can't. At some point, you're gonna have to deal with people that don't like you based solely off race. If that's the case, you might as well stay home. You might as well stay home and not come outside. I'm not understanding this.
So many jazz artists left the States. Give me a fucking break, Robert Davi. You have no idea what your stupid ass is talking about. Now, let's go to jump blues and the blues.
I'm not here for the
in modern time, right? Louis Armstrong, for lack of better, created modern time.
I'm not here for
this. Kind of like the beat that you hear in all music. It's all derivative from jazz and from modern time. It's all black. And every time they kind of played out everything they could, they created something else.
We're not something else. That.
So this guy is trying to be
all this man said was, give me back jazz music. That's his context. That's his point of reference, because that's what he likes to hear. Jazz music. Latino goes on this non-needed rant about the creation of jazz music and all the plight of the black jazz art. Bruh, we know all this. That's not addressing his point. And once again, I like Latino slang, but this dude ain't but 2 shades away from La M.A. If you listen to a couple of his live streams and his takes on, especially when he was going in on the whole Amelia Perez movie, I was like, ooh, yeah, I could see you. I could see you with the double M tattoo. Ain't no shade to him. But let's continue.
A hall monitor with music, and he doesn't even realize that the very critique the very critique that he's saying against rap, that's exactly what our ancestors, our American ancestors, were saying about American jazz. It's not real music.
This is
before rock and roll, guys. This is you know,
this man went off the rails about nothing. All I care is about your take on what he said, and you're going off on some other tangent about the creation and history of music that he used as a point of reference. Let's get back to it.
Ghetto. Let's lift the streets. Let's lift these kids off the streets.
Don't go ghetto. Let's lift these kids off this.
Enough with the garbage. Enough with the garbage. Enough with bringing these kids down into the garbage. Like that's the cool thing to do and this and that. No, those.
At the very least, he's just completely out of touch with what kids listen to, with what so-called garbage is, and whether it uplifts or doesn't. That depends on the artist.
I don't know what Latino slant listens to hip hop wise, but have you heard the latest iteration? Listen, outside of Drake, Travis Scott, Playboy Cardi, Lil Uzi, Trippie Redd, and even some of y'all would call Lil Uzi and Trippie Redd demonic. I've heard people refer to them as demonic. Some of y'all call Playboy Cardi demonic, and Travis Scott when the whole thing went down with Astro World. So I'm not sure what type of hip hop he listens to, but this latest iteration of hip hop is in a very dark place. Now I say dark for a different reason. I mean dark as the embracing of dark arts, dark spirituality, that dark in that regards, opening up to occultic practices, occult beliefs, and belief in rituals and stuff like that. I get that part. It's in a dark place. This is where hip hop is at right now. Okay, your biggest artist in the world, has an owl, the Owl of Moloch, as its logo. What are we talking about? Did we forget already? Yeah, hip hop is in a very dark place. Very dark place. But okay, let's continue.
But there are plenty of Kendrick Lamar fans that are completely uplifted, not only uplifted by his music, but are enlightened by the language of his music.
I'm sorry, what language is that? Because all I see is a bunch of Johnny Come Lately K-Dot stands. No. The only reason we're here is because he accused Drake of being a PDF file. That's it, that's all. We're only here because he accused Drake of being a PDF file. That's it, that's all. But let's continue.
This is a master writer, Kendrick Lamar. This guy's not an idiot. That's another thing, is that because it's rap, like you said, it's ghetto, that it's stupid. It's like, well, Chuck D's different. Gangster rap? I mean, gangster rap is just as prolific and poetic as Tribe Called Quest.
Oh. Ooh, is gangster rap just as prolific as Tribe Called Quest? They had different purposes, but the outcomes, if the majority of hip hop were like Tribe Called Quest, we would not be having the half of the issues that we have, I think, with our youth. Y'all be the first ones talking about the drums, Africa, the drums, the music, vibrations and frequencies, and 44 megahertz this and 44 megahertz is that. Oh, that there was a secret meeting with the label owners to reduce the frequency of the music, to keep them at the level of the limbic system, to reduce it to a reptile state. So pick a fucking struggle. Clearly, backpack, gangster rap, two different frequencies, two different vibrations. They don't mesh. They will never mesh. Gangster rap is to incite, anger, stir about, right? Backpack rap, enlighten, wisdom, knowledge of self. Yeah, no, there's no gun bars with a Tribe Called Quest. You know what's popular? Gun bars. Okay? Everybody knows the first bar out of straight out of Compton. F the Police, right? The first bar, everybody knows that first bar. Everybody doesn't know who, doesn't matter. Everybody does not know the first bar of Tribe Called Quest's most popular records. Stop the dumb shit. This man ain't but 2 shades away from La M.A. I'm sorry.
Africa Bambaataa. I mean, like
The child molester Africa Bambaataa. This how you know he's out of touch himself. We no longer, no one speaks that man's name. You mean the Chomo, the King Chomo. Okay, let's continue.
But that's not the point. It's not up to you to hall monitor. All right, let's keep going.
Gentlemen that created an art form, a gorgeous art form, those jazz artists. Let's propagate that in America. Enough with this bullshit.
Okay, if anything's dead, it's jazz. Jazz has been dead. Okay, even the greatest jazz artist, arguably, called it dead. Miles Davis, and that was
and one of our greatest MCs ever in hip hop said hip hop was dead. So now, see how I just did that? See how I just did that? Jazz ain't going nowhere. You know why? Because white people like jazz. Okay? Blues ain't going nowhere. You know why? Because white people like blues. Kingfish has a career barely because of this man. If he doesn't get his health in order, he ain't gonna be around for 10 years. But Kingfish is able to stay on tour because why? White folk come out and go to blues concerts. John Baptiste is able to tour because why? Because white folk come out for jazz. That's not death. That's not dead. Okay? Same white folk that still come out for hip hop concerts. The art form may be dead. The message may be dead. But its ability to make money is not dead. Okay? Let's continue.
That was by the mid 60s, the latest, and he was already doing fusion. That's the whole other thing. Miles Davis, Charlie Parker, Thelonious Monk, they took jazz into the stratosphere, into just completely intergalactic, like just they did everything they could with jazz. But he was saying jazz is dead, man. Time to do other shit.
I don't think John Baptiste would agree with his assessment, but let's continue.
Time to funk it up. Time to take that fat R&B and the blues and funk it up.
Okay.
But this guy,
is entitled to his opinion.
NFL hired this act, and it was jazz artists. Let's propagate that in America. Enough with this bullshit. Who in the NFL hired this act? And Sam Jackson monkeying around. I mean, that's I just.
Don't we have other urban YouTubers calling other urban folk monkeys? I can give you two guys right now that refer to people as apes. Obsidian called urban folk apes. That goofball that chooses to hide his creativity, truism, he refers to people as monkeys. What's the difference here? So y'all mad when an Italian says, "Hey, stop acting like a monkey," but you call yourselves monkeys all day, every day on this internet thing? Is that what we're doing? You can't call me a monkey, but I can call my people a monkey. Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm sorry, it just repulsed me. It absolutely repulsed me. What was the point? What's the point?
I'm gonna play this again.
Wait, did you call him Malcolm X? Oh my God. Did you call him Malcolm X? Exactly, Techie. Exactly. Yeah, David Carroll called black folks monkeys too. All right. Malcolm X, that is funny. Let's go.
Because here he absolutely loses all credibility and likability that I had with him.
Bullshit. Who in the NFL hired this act? And Sam Jackson monkeying around. I mean, that's I'm sorry. It just repulsed me. It absolutely repulsed me. What was the point? What's the point?
Well, it's a political statement.
Okay.
That was the point.
Okay.
It was a social statement. That was the point.
Which was what? Now that's why. Now that we get to the second part of this, all of a sudden now black folk, urban folk can read signs and symbols. Let me get to that. We're gonna get to that second part. What political statement did he make last night? I'm trying to catch that. Well,
it was a statement, and it actually it flies right in your face, Robert, because you are telling, for lack of better words, these black artists how to be. Well, black's fine as long as it's got to be nice jazz. and you got to be proper. You got to be
That's his point of reference. But let's continue.
this.
Yeah, it really
That was
doesn't.
the
It
whole
sure
point
doesn't.
of his Uncle Sam iteration.
It sure doesn't.
Now, your usage of the word monkeying around is really poor usage describing Sam Jackson. It's pretty disgusting.
Oh, okay.
And you gotta call this out just because we share some conservative thoughts on issues. I don't share this thought. Fuck that. And the homeboy's like, oh, he's monkeying around. Hey, sorry, forgive me. Hey, I use monkey talking about black people.
Hey, how many times we heard them call us eggplant, mullion, and we make jokes. We turn that shit into jokes. We watch The Sopranos, right? Don't y'all still watch The Sopranos, urban people? Do you get offended every time Tony Sopranos calls somebody an eggplant? Eggplant, mullion. Do you get offended? We watch The Goodfellas. Y'all, the Wu-Tang Clan gave themselves Italian crime boss names. Think about that for a minute. The most the greatest hip-hop group ever, without question, is the Wu-Tang Clan. But even they reduced themselves down to using Italian-based crime mafioso names. Not powerful indigenous names, not powerful in Egyptian names, Sumerian, Mesopotamian, African, Atlantean. No, they reduced themselves down to Italian crime mafioso names. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. We still watch Goodfellas to this day. Okay.
People, hey, you forgive me. What the fuck? Who talks like that, man? And if you do talk like that, who talks like that on a video?
You know who talks like that all the time? Tony Sirocco. Tony Sirocco talks like he's like that for real. You know who else is like that for real? Chuck Zito, Tony Sirocco, even young John Gotti. They're like that for real. Y'all watch Growing Up Gotti, the TV show? That whole family. Well, I talk with the hands and I come with the. They're all like, they're like that off camera. Go watch them. Oh my God. Okay, so much here. We're going to get to the signs and symbols next. We're going to get to signs and symbols.
Not the racial thing. I'm talking about the shit that we do on a phone camera and then that we put up there. To me, this is the same thing as Selena Gomez crying for the deported kids. It's like, you know what? If that's how you feel, cool. Don't put it up.
No. Put it up. We need to know how you feel. Now, I'll be the first person to say we don't need to know everything about you. We don't need to know every thought from you. But things like this, I want to know. I want to know.
Selena, I'm actually okay, with you.
He losing me here. We don't care about Selena. Okay, let's get to this last part.
I told you, man. I told you to put this on. This idiot actually called Samuel Jackson in how he acts, right? This award-winning, prolific actor, Samuel Jackson, monkeying around. Wow. Okay, we got some super chats.
Okay, we've heard worse. We've heard worse. So let me Amber, thank you for the 5 on super chat. No disrespect, but we don't need a Malcolm X. And if we're going to be completely honest, most urban boomers would agree with Mr. Davi. I agree. I remember my dad hating the fact that I was, with the hip hop thing working. Mind you, this man grew up teaching me how to play guitar. You know? Amber, thank you again. Malcolm X ain't like us. Bad take. I want to thank Mr. Robert Davi for letting me know where I stand with him. Now, let's get to all of a sudden these urban folk reading these signs and symbols. Wait. Oh, let me pull more of my stuff out the way. Because, you know, it wasn't for us. It wasn't for them. It was for us. Like, this is the dumbest response ever. Now, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look of how disinterested these people were. Now, you would think this young man here, being closer to the age of the demographic that hip hop caters to, the 18 to 35, you would think he'd be into this. I would think him being his age, he would be into this. Clearly, he's not. But let's continue. Let's continue. These people ain't never heard no damn sizzle. And here's another thing. You know, most people have been conditioned when at a performance to stand and pull out the phones. That's, you know what I'm saying? It's way different going to a concert now than it was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, you're interacting, you're hooping and hollering, your hands are waving. Nowadays, we've been conditioned to just stand up and just, that's how we interact with the, you know. If you call that engagement, fine. And these people are not all boomers, but let's go to the tickets. Quiet. Okay. How much? The average Super Bowl ticket. Let me see. Where is it at? Okay. The cheapest. Well, let me see. The cheapest Super Bowl tickets on the Superdome Terrace in the 20th row. Those tickets were $3,000 each. That's the cheap seats. Although some seats nearby were priced as high as $4,900. StubHub had some for $2,900. Okay. Let's see. The affordable ones relative to floor seating were generally scattered along the terrace with prices ranging from $2,900 to nearly $5,000 depending on the seller and their... Listen, I'm telling you right now, the average person does not have this type of money for a ticket. Don't play with me. If the average urban median income is $50,000, the average urban person does not have 3 to 5 racks to blow on a Super Bowl ticket. That's just for the ticket. We're not including the hotel. We're not including the flights. That's not including the food. Okay? Stop playing with me. The average person going to the Super Bowl with that type of disposable income is not going for Kendrick Lamar. That's not his core audience. Sorry. Okay? Look at this. Ticket packages sold directly to the NFL started at roughly $6,700 per person. Okay? That included amenities with seats, access to tailgate parties, meet and greets with football stars, and free food and drinks. The average price of a Super Bowl ticket was $8,076. The average person does not have $8,000 of disposable income for a Super Bowl ticket. That means not urban people. The average urban person does not have $8,000 in disposable income for a Super Bowl ticket. Please stop this nonsense. Okay? The mainstream audience does not care about no goddamn Kendrick Lamar and his layered symbology shots at Drake. They do not care. If I spend 8 racks, I best be entertained from start to finish. I don't care about your symbology. I don't care who you think is a PDF file. I do not care. You guys are idiots. People are idiots. Look at this. Seats in that section cost around $8,600, with comparable seats costing up to $12,000 on Ticketmaster. Okay? Those prices were down from the previous week when Prime viewing could cost interested patrons between $14,000 and $22,000 on StubHub, and up to $18,000 on Ticketmaster for the same seats. Shut up. Shut up. Okay? Mainly well-to-do non-urban folk attend these events. Mainly. Only time you see the black folk is if they're friends and family of the players. I'm being facetious, but still the point still stands. All right? Now, generally, the cost of the average Super Bowl resale ticket has ranged between $4,000 to $6,000. Okay? Last year's Super Bowl tickets surged to heights not seen before. The resale website at the time, the cost for the Chiefs and 49ers was $12,000. Y'all ain't got it like that. Your message is not that important to the general audience, to the normies. No one's spending between $5,000 to $12,000 for your messages. Only urban folk care about the communication. Oh, did you hear what he said? Oh, he played peekaboo. Oh, nobody cares, man. Nobody cares. Now, the second symbol, y'all, not y'all, but mainly urban idiots, was this here. Oh, it don't take much to entertain us. That's the sad part. It does not take much. It does not take much to entertain urban folks. Let me get to it. Because I don't want to get hit. 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 No, they not like us. No, they not like us. What? Okay. Now this is what got urban folk. Oh, it was such a diss to Drake because, you know, they dated. You know why part of the reason why they fell out, because Drake told her when she did that at the Wimbledon that was not cool. Okay, that's one of the reasons why they fell out. Her and Drake, because he criticized her for doing a crip walk at Wimbledon in 2012. Now, the biggest irony I find in all this is the celebration of a gang culture that killed her older sister. But you know what? What would I expect from urban people? I expect nothing less. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yetunde. That was her name? Yetunde.
One man in custody and are looking for as many as 4 other possible suspects in connection with the shooting death of Yetunde Price, the 31-year-old sister of Venus and Serena Williams.
It just seems so unreal. Now it's on the news and it's everywhere. And so the reality of it is kind of sinking in.
And I was just trying to get a flight back to LA because the kid.
Now look what they said in the comments. This person says, riddle me this. Why does Serena crip walk every chance she gets, especially after a crip killed her oldest sister, Yetunde Price, back in 2003? That's a very good question. That's a very, very good question. Let's continue. Oh, shit.
Today, as Venus and Serena Williams flew into Los Angeles, police announced that they'd arrested one local man for the shooting and were still seeking 2 other suspects. A statement from the Williams family said they were saddened and devastated by the murder. Quote, "She was our nucleus and our rock. Our grief is overwhelming."
A strange thing happens when people that you love pass away. You know, no one really knows.
No, ma'am. Not pass away, murdered. She was gunned down. Let's come on, put everything in proper context. Passing away is a heart attack, you know, car crash, you know what I'm saying? But you know, like gunned down in broad daylight, that's no, ma'am. That you didn't pass. You were murdered. You were murdered. I'm just saying.
Or what it actually means, or how their life is going to change.
I think the hardest part was telling the kids. And I just remember, like, we stayed at my apartment at the time.
Nah, damn all that. We ain't here for all that. Sis, no. Let's see what else they got.
2021's King Richard, in which Will Smith plays Serena and Venus Williams' father and tennis coach, Richard Williams, shines a light on an often forgotten part of the champion duo's origin story. As people noted, their half-sister and personal assistant, Yetunde Price, was shot and killed in Compton in 2003. She was just 31 years old.
Tundi's first in her class, Lynn and Isha are too.
When the Williams sisters appeared on Red Table Talk to discuss the film with Will Smith, Serena opened up about how it felt to see her late sister portrayed on screen. She recalled, "I think I cried the whole time. Whenever she came on film, I just started even still." Their mother, Oracene Price, agreed, calling it a quiet moment.
It was just something that you kind of try to put in the back of your mind and don't want to remember.
This sentiment echoed a comment Serena had made 2 years after her sister's death when she told The Guardian in 2005.
Now, how come anytime any other celeb lose a family member, y'all be hopping on it was an offering. So why is this not any different? I'm not understanding. So why is it not an offering, a sacrifice in this case, but everybody else's situation, it is? Okay, you know what? Y'all got it, but let's continue.
I haven't really coped yet. I'm trying to figure out how to cope with it, but not a day goes by when I don't think of it. And I try to make sure I talk to all of my sisters every single day. So what really led to the tragic murder, and how did it all unfold? At the time, Yetunde was dating Roland Wormley, and he was with her the night she was killed.
Okay, so did he have gang activity ties? Did he have gang ties? What's the man's name? Wait. Roland Yetunde. Wait. What's his name? Roland Wormley. Okay. Is that his name? So what did he say happened? In a drive-by shooting. you do know LA invented the drive-by, but okay, let's continue. Let's see. Mama 331 gunned down September 2003. Okay, he said a lot of people haven't heard my story. This really messed me up. Okay. The truth is, the Williams family didn't just sweep me under the rug, they flushed me down the toilet as well. They met at a surprise party in Compton. We were inseparable. We talked and danced the whole night, and we ended up going to my brother's after party. We spent the whole night together. Now, and we're talking about, water seeks its own level. Clearly, she was a boss chick, and he was beneath her. He was a fixer-upper, the type of talking points these women like to use, as to why you shouldn't date a dusty man because you may end up getting killed because he's dusty. Hey, I get it. Let's continue. Yetunde, a registered nurse, beauty salon owner, and a part-time assistant to her famous sisters, soon asked Wormley to move into her home in Corona. So he was a hobosexual, yes? Hobosexual, yes? Techie, thank you, bruh. Wow, thank you for the 20. Do you really think this has nothing to do with the political climate? Trump's influence has emboldened a lot of these folks to show their true colors. Let me get back to it. This one's dropping 4K per seat. That's his core audience. Yes, I agree. Listen, we said the first term that Trump, remember when people were getting mad at Trump because all the cops were wearing the Punisher shirts, and then all the people were hardcore Antifa guys were identifying with Trump. I'm like, I get it. They want their spot back. It's whiteness be back at the forefront, like white male power structure being back at the forefront. This is no different. Now it's on steroids. Now it's out of control. Now you have white men going after other white men. So you have Trump's version of white men at war with whoever other's version of white men in the power structure as well. So this is a proxy war between two white men, old white men, basically in a power struggle. And we are all caught in a vacuum, and we will be the casualties of this war. So yeah, Trump back in, got everybody saying everything with their chest. Good. Say it with your chest. Let me know where I stand. Right? Y'all, the best offense is a good defense. Okay, defensively, I need to know where I stand with you, so that way I can prepare, counter, whatever I need to do to circumvent you, or go around you, go through you, deal with you, or just avoid you altogether. Yes, Trump has emboldened these white men, the voiceless white men that have been supplanted and have been emasculated under the Biden administration. Yeah. So now you see all that, and this is part of the whole DEI rollback. So now you see all this stuff that gave women power being rolled back, and now you're seeing the white men getting their power back. Now the chest is poked out a little bit. Now they talk a little sterner. So now it's like, what you say? Now white men are like, could you please not say that? Now it's getting back to, what'd you say? I didn't hear you. What'd you say? Say that again. Yeah, I'm with it. Thank you for letting me know where I stand with y'all. That's the best thing you can do for me and mine. So now we know how to maneuver. I don't see the problem. I embrace the shit. Yes, so you regular schmegular ass white dudes that felt disenchanted, disenfranchised, you felt let down by your government, you felt like the government stabbed you in the back, and now you got your little balls back. Okay, now let's see what's up. You got your little balls back. Trump gave you your little balls back. Come on, let's see what we talking about. Yeah, I'm with it. I have no issues with this at all. None. But thank you for that, Techie. I appreciate that. So she moved him into her home. She took in a dusty, homeless Pookie. Look at this. I accumulated so much love for her kids. I didn't have any father growing up, so I wanted to be there for them. Still, he turned down Yetunde's request to move in and get married. He said, I wanted to gain her trust. She had been hurt previously. She was a single mom with three really young kids, and I was young. I told her I don't want to hurt you and be in the kids' lives and end up breaking up. Wow. So how she ended up with 3 kids is so Richard's not her daddy. Oracene had already had Yetunde. Richard came in, stepdad, and then raised her, and then had Venus and Serena with Oracene. So it was Lindria and Isha and Yetunde. So she had 3 kids prior to meeting Richard. Okay, let's continue. Yetunde had her son Jeffrey, who was 11 at the time of his mom's death, with Jeffrey Johnson. The couple were together less than a year, as she left him after he was jailed for assaulting a policeman. Oh, okay, she likes him rough. She likes roughnecks. She then wed Byron Bobbitt and had her daughter Justice and son Jair, 5 and 3, at their mom's passing. But Yetunde lived in fear of Bobbitt. She filed a police complaint in 1997, which read in part, "Husband threatened me with a knife to my throat, stating he would kill me if I took his daughter away, and he also physically assaulted me." Okay. It's always the well-to-do women that find themselves immersed with these type of men. I find it fascinating, but let's continue. With her sister's help, Yetunde left Bobby, divorcing him in 2000 and launched a beauty salon in Lakewood, California. Wormley admits he was no angel. He had served time for vehicle theft, petty theft, and domestic violence, and was on parole for drug and gun offenses at the time of his girlfriend's death. Oh, no. Come on, man. Ladies, I get it. Whatever makes you moist, I get it. But seriously? You met this nigga, he was already on parole for drugs and guns. Oh my goodness. Let's continue. Here we go. He said he told Yetunde all about his past. I was in a gang when I met her, but I would not show her any parts of that. It was a totally different life with me and her. So your younger sister does the dance, the world famous dance of gangsterisms, the same gangsterism that took her life and made her children, you know, somebody else's responsibility. And you celebrate this on the world stage, and you niggas want to sit here and tell me that's a diss to Drake. This is the same Drake that told her, hey, don't do that. That's not cool. You're on the world stage. You're the biggest athlete in the world. Don't do that. Don't reduce yourself to gangsterism. And what y'all said was, yes, girl, yes, do that. Compton's in the house. Compton, Bompton. Okay. Let's continue. Everything came crashing down in the early hours of September 14, 2003. Yetunde had been calling her boyfriend that night, upset that he had forgotten their planned date. I told her we still got tomorrow. The couple met up before midnight when Yetunde picked him up from a friend's house in West Compton because he doesn't have a car, where he had been watching a boxing match on TV. She told me she was drinking a little bit and asked me to take the wheel, but Wormley didn't have a valid driver's license. Let me get to the super chat. Let's process that. Techie again with the 20. Oh shit, Techie got paid. Techie hit a lick. Techie sharing sponsor money. Thank you, bro. Yeah, but my point is that we can't assume those people. Oh shit, it goes by so quickly. Hold up. Okay, we just can't assume those people in the stands weren't genuinely enjoying the performance. The political climate played a role, sure, but that doesn't mean they weren't entertained. Just saying, bro. You know what? You're right. You have a point to that. I would just gather that, I don't know, define enjoy. And those are very short clips. It's not the full scope and scale of it. You have a point. I give you that. I just don't think the average Super Bowl ticket holder that spent that amount of money really knew who Kendrick Lamar was. That's my first point. Second point is the average Super Bowl ticket holder, for one, probably didn't know who Kendrick Lamar was to that extent at all. And or definitely didn't care for the message in the performances. The average person going to these events are not looking for the messages. And the messages that everybody broke down for the world to see only mean something to urban folk. So then what's the whole point? Right? So you mean to tell me you go through all this to communicate with me, and then it's like, well, look, we communicated to each other in front of the whole world. No, that's like the slaves telling the plantation owner, you know what these signs and symbols mean, right? When we say this and we say that and we do this, that's what it means. No, the whole purpose of communication was communicating in secret to each other so that no one else knows. We're the only group of people that wants to show everybody, hey, this is what this means when we say this and that. You see that sign and that symbol? That's what it means to us. So you guys are well aware of what we're saying to each other. Like how? That's ass backwards. How? I we'll never know. We'll never know how many white folk in the stands knew who Kendrick Lamar was. I don't think not even half. I don't even think not even half, man. Okay. Large white audience is one thing. Not large white audience that pays 5 racks for a Super Bowl ticket. Okay? Large white audience is one thing. Being able to afford to go to a rap concert is not the same as being able to afford to go to a Super Bowl. That's a big difference. You're talking about another demographic of people that got money. The average 20 or 30-year-old does not have money like that to go to the Super Bowl. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. What is the average age of Super Bowl attendees? I don't want watch. I want participants. So 2006 to 2008, the average age of participants in a study of Super Bowl attendees was 36.4 years. That's back in 2006, 2008. Okay. Super Bowl attendees in 2022 reflected a trade area in which 37.7% of residents were part of a 2-person household, which is a decrease from 47.8% in 2019. What did I say at the very beginning? The increase in attendees from areas with larger families could reflect the NFL's initiatives to make football a more family-friendly sport. Okay? So this is the percentage of 2-parent households that go to the Super Bowl from 2019 to 2022. So basically half of their audience in the stands, 2 nuclear family. Okay, but so we got one graphic that gave us 36 years of age. Well, look at this here. Does the NFL have an aging fan problem? Okay, so this is different. The average age of its viewers was 57 in 2017. That's MLB. Football's average age of its viewers was 50. That's the viewers. That's just the view. We're talking viewership. We're not talking about attendees. Right now, our number for attendees is 36.4 years old. Rosters, I want that. What is the average age of Super Bowl attendees by year? Okay. Once again, take everything presented with a grain of salt. I don't want this. Okay, that's the attendance. I want age, damn it. What is the average age of Super Bowl? Oh, man. Shit. Let's not do by year. Let's just do that. So all we got is a 2006 to 2008 study. The average age was 36.4 years old. Now, for all y'all in the chat that's 35, between ages of 35 and 40, here's a question for y'all. How come y'all didn't go to the Super Bowl? What's stopping y'all from going to the Super Bowl? It's a dumb question. Hear me out. Just play my game. For the average person in the chat, if you're the ages between 35 and 40, what's stopping you from buying a Super Bowl ticket? Why didn't you go? Why don't you go to the Super Bowl? Why not? Why not? Is it time or money? Because last year, average price of tickets between $5,000 to $12,000. This year, between $5,000 and $22,000. So what's stopping y'all from going to the Super Bowl? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? I'm asking questions. Why aren't y'all spending money on tickets to go to the Super Bowl? Y'all got the money, right? I'm just asking a question. Look at this. Millennials, people who make 100,000 plus or more a year, and parents of young kids are the biggest spenders at the Super Bowl. I'm asking a question. Why aren't you guys going to the Super Bowl? What's stopping y'all from buying a ticket? What's stopping y'all from buying a ticket? What's that? Yeah. Just say you can't afford it. Just say it. I don't do large crowds. Like, come on now. See, here you go with the bullshit. I don't like football. Here y'all go with the bullshit. Here we go. I hear a good slide. I just dope. See, Brooks, my finances, I'm 56. Listen, I refuse. Cost too much. Money. Okay. And a waste of money. But you're not, it's an experience. Listen, the last expensive thing I did, no, because it didn't cost me no money. I went to Disneyland for a week. I had an ex, and for my birthday, she took me to Disneyland for a week. I didn't even ask her how much that shit was. Yeah, I didn't even ask her how much that trip was. This was back when Disneyland was cheaper than what it is now. But any major event I've ever gone to in my life, I never had to pay for. It was always company, or I had somebody that had a hookup, or a friend had an extra ticket. So I've never had to really pay for anything extravagant when I've gone to events. So I don't know. Uh-oh, here we go. I care little about sports, can't afford it. Ever since I let the military large crowds make me nervous. Make me nervous. All right, I feel you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I don't want to see you hold a telephone of money. I want to see you, go to the Super Bowl and ball out for a week. You know, that's my thing. So my point is, the average person that will spend between $5,000 to $10,000 for the whole Super Bowl experience, more than likely does not know who Kendrick Lamar is in depth. Now, your parents that bought the tickets may not know who Kendrick Lamar is, but the kids will know. My thing is, whoever bought the ticket is who I'm focused on. The people spending the actual money, whose credit card, debit cards it went on, the average person that bought these tickets probably did not know who the fuck Kendrick Lamar was or is, and will not go to look him up afterwards after this performance. They're not gonna go Google who is. I highly doubt that, because then then what's gonna happen is gonna tie him into Drake. And they're gonna be like, "Well, I've heard of this Drake guy." Right? Okay. It's not a waste. It's just costly. It all depends on what you define it as. You know. So, okay. So now let's get back to the story, and I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. So, okay, Wormley didn't have a driver's license, so he stuck to the side streets as he drove Yetunde's GMC Yukon Denali. I looked over to her and said, "Tunde, are you okay? Where do you want to go?" But she was over it. I said, "Damn, I didn't remember I had promised to take you out." It freaked me out seeing her crying. I was desperately trying to make it up to her. Her last words to me were, "Oh, Ro." Their car was, he said, right across the street from where her sisters practice tennis. And I see these sparks. I couldn't hear anything as the windows were up. I see a guy standing to the side of a house. He has something in his hand and he's shooting at us. I instantly grabbed Tunde's hand and pressed the gas. I floored and drive through the next set of lights. I'm freaking out. The back window is just shattered. I pull over. I lift Tunde up and blood is dripping out of her. I didn't see where she got shot and now I'm freaking out and it's dark. It was a lot. It was a lot. In shock, Wormley drove to his mother's nearby apartment and she called 911. He claimed that the authorities who arrived arrested him on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon. According to Wormley, Yetunde had been shot by an AK-47 assault rifle, which was still in the passenger seat when the car... What? Hold up. According to Wormley, Yetunde had been shot by an AK-47 assault rifle, was still in the passenger seat when the cop... Oh, okay, when he was... Okay. When he was still in the passenger seat when the cops cuffed him. Okay. They left her in the truck while she was still living. If they would have took her to the hospital, immediately she would still be living. But nigga, why didn't you drive to the hospital? I don't understand. Why didn't he just drive straight to the hospital? Okay. All I kept saying was get her to a hospital. They didn't care about anybody who was black or coming to their rescue, especially when it was gun violence, until they found out that she was a superstar sister. Wormley's sister Carmel recalled the scene to post. The ambulance turned the light out as they turned the corner and we knew she had gone. Roland was still in the police car watching. They were pretty much harassing him. LAPD officers reportedly held him for allegedly violating the terms of his parole. Yes. How many times have I've heard you say if you're on parole, you cannot have any police contact. If you bump into an officer on the side in a store, that's police contact. You can be violated. If you get shot for whatever reason and you're on parole, you can be violated for police contact. If you get pulled over for a speeding ticket, that is police contact. You cannot have no contact with police at all. If the cop helps you get your cat out of a tree, that is police contact. You can't be violated. It's up to your parole officer, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying? You cannot have any contact with police. If you save a cop's life, he gets into a shootout and you grab him out the car and take him to the hospital, save his life, that is police contact. You could be violated for parole. Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay. Let's continue. During interrogations, he claims authorities told him that other witnesses said he had fought with people at the Compton house, which he denied. So this is one of the shooters. Does he didn't look bothered here. I had my hands cuffed behind me back like an animal. I couldn't use the phone or watch the news. They wouldn't let me phone a lawyer or my family. They told me they didn't want to harm their investigation. Most painful, he said, was that he missed Yetunde's funeral. I went through so much pain. I lost my love. Did anybody think about that? We just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Wormley said he was kept behind bars for over a week. I asked God every day, why did you take her? She was an angel. Why didn't you take me? He claims that the Williams and Price families, whom he had celebrated with at Yetunde's Hawaiian-themed birthday party the month before, shut me out. I went through hell the minute I lost Tunde. Her family thought I had something to do with it. In January 2004, police arrested former Crips member Robert Maxfield. He was only 23 at the time, for her killing. Maxfield pleaded no contest to voluntary manslaughter. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison. He paroled in March of 2018. He was arrested again months later after allegedly violating his parole. Look here. A spiraling Wormley found himself in and out of trouble for a string of crimes after Yetunde's death. He was just devastated by Tunde's death. that just took his life away. He went to jail in 2004 after pleading no contest to burglary. In 2006, he was sentenced to 14 years in prison for robbery and attempted murder. His mother died while he was in prison. This is what she liked. This is what she liked. He's now 2 years out of prison and on parole, working as an Amazon delivery driver. He has 5 children and a 6th on the way with his girlfriend. This is what she liked. This is what she liked. And this is what Serena chooses to celebrate. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Look at this. He said that leaders of the Crips gang, of which Maxfield had been a member of, later apologized to him for Yetunde's murder. Wow. 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 Look at this. The Williams family opened the Yetunde Price Resource Center in Compton in 2016 to provide resources and programming to those affected by trauma. Oh, look here. Maxfield, that's the shooter, meanwhile, is once again in legal trouble. On Wednesday, he was in an LA court after being charged with possession of a firearm. He will be sentenced in January, and his attorney said he intends to surrender. As for Wormley, who has tattoos of Price's name, he is concentrating on taking care of his kids and staying out of trouble. He still thinks often of Yetunde and her 3 children, who he never saw again after her death, as they were raised by Oracene in Florida. He said, I'm not sure if I'll be able to watch the film. All I did was get in the car and drive. I'm sorry I turned down the wrong street. Yeah, okay. Hey, that's what made her moist, y'all. That's what made her moist, y'all. That's what she liked. That's what she liked. Yeah. Thank you. RC, thank you for the 20, bruh. She couldn't let go of the thug passion. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Drew's World, thank you for the 5. K-Dot was mid, and the cope is real. Sly, you think Brady enjoyed Mahomes is losing? Oh, most definitely. How dare they compare Mahomes to Brady? Like, are we serious, man? So I'm glad this happened in such a humbling fashion to Patrick Mahomes. Get that biracial dude up out of here. I'm so happy they lost. No more biracial supremacy. No. No more biracial supremacy. Nope. We got an Aboriginal brother out here, Jalen Hurts, out here putting in work. So shout out to the brother. They let the brother win. So we got 2 real black quarterbacks that have won the Super Bowl. Doug Williams and Jalen Hurts. Put that in record books. All right. That's why I'm a part-time Pookie. Hey, man, I'm telling you, man, listen, man. It's hard out here, Shit. It's hard out here, y'all. Was that the 18 playing in the background? Okay. Uh-oh. There go Joey. Hey, you all right over there, bro? Hey, listen, I admit that I'm a quarter Pookie. Quarter. I'm quarter Pookie. Okay? I got the stories. I got my little I tell my little stories. And I'm cool on that. I have nothing to prove. I've turned my life over to the Lord. I've been delivered. I have nothing to prove to anybody. I'm not a tough guy. Hey, Joey, wait. Real quick. This for Joey. Who the fuck keeps saying I got beat up in prison? Who keeps saying that shit? Joey, who keeps implying that I got jumped in prison? Like that. Never. Who thinks such a dumb thing? Now, I'm not a tough guy, but no one ever put hands on me in prison. Where they get that shit from? What is this? Why am I still like in people's mouths, like in their heads? Like, don't give me this power over y'all. Who the hell? Yeah, the Lord. Yes, sir, the Lord. The Lord is my shepherd. Yeah, who keeps saying this dumbass shit like, ain't nobody ever put hands on me? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with people? Shoot. There was something else I wanted to go over with y'all. Let me find it. Oh, yes. This is what I wanted to go over with y'all. This shit here. Now, somebody said to me, they sent me pictures, and I was like, oh, okay. What's going on here? So, the shirt that O'Shea's wearing, okay. I was like, oh, that looks kind of cringe, but there's got to be more to this, right? So I'm like, let me go see for myself. And I saw the shirt, and I was like, ooh, that just, I was like, there's got to be more to it. I said, maybe the camera's up too high. It's cutting off, you got still like a quarter. So you got all this top here. You got like a, half of an inch, quarter inch of space, right? So I'm like, maybe the camera is, just a little bit too high and not catching the full shirt, right? So I said, no, there's got to be more to this shirt. Okay, wait. Oh, that weird ass Mexican, nobody did nothing to me. Oh, okay. Oh, let me guess. I think I have an idea who you talking about. Okay. The guy that keeps talking about making content but never makes content, and somehow he doesn't go to the Mexican side of things. He always comes to the black side of things. Okay, that weirdo. Yeah, look, my thing is, don't lie on me though, man. Like, I hate that shit. Like, don't lie on me. If I got jumped in prison, I'd tell you. I told everybody how scared I was during my first riot, and all my little story. Nah, man, don't lie on me like that. Nah, because he's Mexican and it makes him feel good to think that I got jumped by Mexicans in prison. Like, the fuck? Like, nigga, no. Okay, so I had to go look at this shirt because I believe there's context. So when y'all were sending me this stuff, I was like, there's got to be more to this. There's more to this. I'm sure he doesn't have a shirt that says power bottom blessings, like, because I'm sure he knows what a power bottom means. So then I found this shirt. It's a Corey Holcomb shirt. Okay, it's a Corey Holcomb shirt. So this is what all is cut off. So his camera's raised too high. You understand? So that looks like Diddy. So what we have here is, yeah, you see CoreyHolcomb.com. So you have Diddy on the jackhammer, and it says take that, and then you have acquire, and then I believe this is this the cussing pastor? Would that be him, or an image of him, something like a preacher, whatever? Oh, I see what it is. Oh, that's why he cut it off. Oh shit, never mind. That's why. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's a bad look, bro. This is why he's wearing this shirt. So it's got the old man bent over, and he's got Diddy with the drill hammer, with the jackhammer, talking about take that. Why would you wear this? Is that who that's supposed to be? TD Jakes? Oh no, this is not good, bro. I didn't even oh, that's what I'm. So it's power bottom blessings. Why? So why is Corey Holcomb making shirts like? I would never wear this. So it's TD Jakes? Okay. But yeah, TD Jakes with his pants down, bent over, and with Diddy talking, oh no, I wouldn't wear it. No. Now I see why he cut it off. I see why now. Okay, y'all, okay, boy. Okay, so what y'all doing? What are y'all up to? I would not wear that. I would not wear that. I thought it was a pogo stick. No, it's a jackhammer. It's a jackhammer. It says take that. Move on. Oh, okay. Hey, man, I'm just reporting. Y'all asked me. Y'all sent me this stuff, and I was like, okay, let me see. I need context. I believe in context. This is the shirt that O'Shea is wearing. He bought it from Corey Holcomb. Why would you? I would not wear no shirt like this. I'm cool. I get it. Okay. My bad. Sorry. Lo siento. TD has internet goons. I'm all right. I'm good. I don't mean no malice. I don't mean no malice. I'm not like, yeah, why would he wear? I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. Did I cover everything? Oh, no. We got more stuff. I got more stuff. Hold up. The Jay-Z thing. So since it's okay for Kendrick, to accuse Drake of being a PDF file, then guess what? Who's next up on the list? Jay-Z. That's right. Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, filed a motion to withdraw his motion to dismiss. Do you understand me? Jay-Z's attorney, the super high power guru, Alex Spiro, filed a motion, right, to rescind his motion to dismiss. Let's let an attorney talk about it. Jay-Z did it. So if Drake like little kids, guess what? Jay-Z like little kids too. Hey, y'all done open the doors for this. The Grammy said it's okay. Universal Records say it's okay. The music business say, hey, it's okay to accuse people of PDF filery with no proof or evidence. Fine. Okay, let's go.
Jay-Z has filed his motion to dismiss against the victim who has alleged that he and Diddy sexually assaulted a 13-year-old back in 2000.
It's the same little white girl that said, hey, that we all thought was lying during her interview, right? It's the same old white lady that got mental issues, and the daddy's like, I don't recall picking her up and her being disheveled from a strange house down the street at the gas station. No. Nope. Y'all said it's okay for Kendrick to accuse Drake of being a PDF file. Well, hey, same energy for Jay-Z. So why would your attorney file a motion to dismiss your motion to dismiss this case? You're being accused of touching a 13-year-old child. You're being accused of touching a 13-year-old child. Let's continue.
I know you've heard these, that he keeps filing, and his original filings were always based upon the fact that the girl is a liar. Which at the time I said, just calling somebody a nana boo-boo liar is not what's going to get something dismissed. So it looks like it has been revamped. And in the revamping, what they have done is now said that the law 100% does not fit. If it does not fit, you must acquit. So they're saying the law does not fit. Here is the backwards ass, and this is my cursory reading of what has filed their 12B6.
Okay, wait. I didn't see that, bro. No. What do you know what? I'm gonna go hunting. Let's go.
Dismissed. Reads a lacking, let's say, of fundamental logic. What they're doing is, this is a civil complaint. They're using criminal logic to try to convince the judge that they should dismiss the civil case. They are arguing what are called ex post facto laws. And here's the easiest way to describe it. They're saying, can't make this up, the Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act, which was created in 2000 to give victims who are victims of somebody simply targeting them just because of their sex, an avenue of which that they can file civil claims, that they can go backwards in time to file civil claims. The argument is, wait for it, you, judge, need to throw this case out because at the time that the law was passed, we hadn't done anything wrong. Translation, they are saying, look, these allegations against us happened 3 months before the law was even passed. So that's ex post facto. And if that's the situation, we wouldn't have even known that it was against the law. The fuck? A simplest way to explain it? At the time, this wasn't a civil remedy. So since it wasn't a civil remedy at the time, you can't get me in trouble for it. Now that works in criminal elements, and that works for criminal aspects completely. It does not work for civil. So what they're saying is the civil penalties are criminal in nature, so it is basically criminal. Give you an example. So they're basically saying the following. If Congress passed the law that said anybody whose family, cousins, so forth, ever owned slaves back in the day, all of y'all are looking at 30 fucking years. Well, the argument would be, well, at the time it was legal. How can you punish me for me now? Because I didn't know. That's what Jay-Z is saying through his lawsuit is, look, at the time, who knew it wasn't a crime to do stuff to 13-year-olds, basically. And so how would I know? That's not.
Y'all pay attention to the verbiage he's using. So basically he's saying Jay is using the logic, if there's no law passed back then, the Adult Survivors Act, right? If it wasn't passed until the years after the fact, well, what I did with this child should not apply. Okay? Pay attention to what he's saying. So once again, if Kendrick said Drake did it, then I can say Jay-Z did it. Let's go.
I'm not on knowledge. And then secondly, they're arguing there's something called the Child Victims Act, and there's also the Adult Survivor Act. And they're saying both of those would have given this person avenue in which they could have sued under there, and she should have sued under there and not sued under there because the statute of limitations has run. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. I'm usually not a fan of quasi saying, yeah, maybe we did it, but the statute has passed, so you can't sue me under it, especially in Jay-Z's unique situation, because his best case scenario is he wins. And he has to tell the world, I like to teach the world to sing. He has to tell the world that I won on a technicality because it possibly could have happened.
Ooh, that's ugly. That is ugly. But let's continue.
Because it was 3 months after the passage of this rule, she shouldn't be allowed to bring this lawsuit whatsoever. I think if you are going to win on this type of technicality, you probably should have just given her the money that she asked for. Because remember, this is not criminal in nature. This is civil. So this ex post facto, and they're saying under the law, there's not something written that it applies backwards. Doesn't make a lot of sense because everybody under this law, it basically says that you can bring these suits from a long time ago, so long as you bring it in this narrowly tailored window. His lawyers are saying if you read that statute, it is not fair to Jay-Z because he wouldn't have known. Take that.
Okay.
And take that fucking dumbass argument out of here.
Okay, thank you, sir. Even though I get some kind of glittery, cinnamony vibes, but hey, nonetheless, this is ugly. Once again, if y'all can say Drake did it, I can say Jay did it. And the way Jay is going about this to get this case, what's going to happen if we'll just know if it goes to trial. We'll just know. All right, let's continue. Somebody asked me, listen, I don't think this woman was that important. I'm sorry. The Kaya Duggins woman. Listen, they're not going to spend money. I don't know how to nicely say this. They're not going to spend money to take out low-level urban people. Okay? You're not Ron Brown. Ron Brown was special. Ron Brown was going to testify against the Clintons. Ron Brown was at one point secretary or deputy. He had a cabinet position. He saw everybody's dirty laundry. This is why Colin Powell just disappeared. This is why Colin Powell disappeared. When's the last time you seen Colin Powell? In politics. Anywhere. He said, I'm good. These people playing the game that I'm not built for. Out of here. I'm chilling. Let me go buy my little island and go live in peace, grow a beard, and drink coconut water and chill out with Wilson. Okay? But no, come on. This woman's nobody. But I'm curious. Let's see what you got to say here.
I believe that this crime bill does not keep DC residents safe. It actually just empowers the police and the government to harass and arrest people without probable cause, put legally innocent people in cages, and do other things that put Black and brown people at risk. What we're asking for real public safety is investments into housing, healthcare, education, other social and economic supports that really actually keep people safe.
Yeah, no, I can't, y'all. No, we're not gonna do this. This woman was not that important. Sorry. Now, shout out to Keep It Techie. Yes. So if you have an opinion, God forbid you have an opinion these days. So Ted Nugent said, hey, Kendrick Lamar, you suck. That's his opinion. And then here comes, yeah, here it comes, y'all. Here it comes. So we're going to go over his old records, jailbait, and so somebody said, hey, Ted, I heard you like him young. Lord have mercy. Nugent's 1981 song Jailbait describes having issue in relations with a 13-year-old girl. He admitted to several affairs with underage girls in the Behind the Music episode. Musician Courtney Love claims she performed oral sex on Nugent when she, oh Lord, Lord have mercy. On a later occasion when she was 14. Oh Lord. 1978, Nugent began a relationship with 17-year-old Hawaii native Pele Massa. However, they could not marry due to age difference. To get around this, Nugent joined Massa's parents in signing documents to make himself a legal guard. Oh Lord, that's the Woody Allen. He did the Woody Allen. Oh Lord, he did the Woody Allen. Here we go. Well, I don't care if you're just 13. You look too good to be true. I just know that you're probably clean. There's one little thing I got to do. Jailbait, it looks so good to me. Jailbait, won't you set me free? Jailbait, you look fine, 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 fine. I know I got to have you in the matter of time. My Lord. So tell your mama that I'm back in town. She likes us boys when it's time to get down. She got this craving for the underage. I just might be your mama's brand new ring. I'm not ready. It's too early in the day for this nonsense. I can't do this with y'all. I'm not gonna do this with y'all. We're not gonna do this. 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 I'm gonna need y'all to give the same energy for Jay-Z. Give the same energy for Jay-Z. I'm not doing this with y'all. Damn you, techie. Yeah, I'm about to say, Rick. Listen, we got Rick James, Chuck Berry. Like we got our own issues. Listen, Ted Nugent is not our problem. We got our own problems with our own people doing the exact same things. Yeah, Belle Biv DeVoe, right? So we this ain't got nothing to do with us. All right, I think that's it for me. I think I'm gonna get out of here and have my second meal for the day. Yeah, man. You know, West Coast, we were so laid back here. We kind of just. Oh wait, last one. Oh, take this with a huge grain. And I mean the biggest grain of pink Himalayan sea salt you can find. Like for real. Like. Wait, before we get to this, look at this shit here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this here.
What's going on? Nice to meet you.
Hi. How are you?
Stormy. Hey, King. How you, brother? You good? Nice to meet you, King.
Got it. Yep.
Look at the chair. The
This
chair
the only
too
seat
small.
y'all got?
What you want? What you need?
There's one more. A bigger chair or something.
Is she already little?
We had
This is what I'm talking about. Good. This is the accommodation.
There you
They
go.
gave her fat ass the couch. They gave her fat ass the couch. Disgusting. All right, but here's the everybody grab your aluminiums. Everybody grab your aluminiums. Take this for what it's worth. Could be something, could be nothing. Let's go.
America doesn't know. America doesn't know the same thing that Canada is hearing.
Okay.
I was just on a call with some very, very well-educated people. I mean, people who work in DC, lawyers, writers, like very well-educated people. And as of this morning, Saturday, February 8th, I was saying to them, yeah, Canada is preparing for war. And they were like, what are you talking about? they don't know. Like our prime minister yesterday, Justin Trudeau yesterday, was caught on a hot mic, but let's be honest, we all needed to know, and he caught saying it, that what I said earlier, like last week, what I said, that Trump is going to annex us, invade, he wants our critical minerals. It's a serious threat. It is not a joke. Jimmy.
Hey, take everything as entertainment. Let's continue.
Fallon is out there making jokes about, maybe 179 countries will watch the Super Bowl because we'll take over Canada by Sunday. Not funny, Jimmy. Not funny. And so I was on this call and I said, yeah, we're preparing for a war. And they were like, with who? With us, with the U.S. And I told them how serious it was, how Canadians everywhere have spent the last week boycotting the U.S. and looking up ways to make sure that they've sort of decentered the U.S. from their conversations and their lives. Like, this is a very serious, we're not going back. And Americans are not hearing it. They don't know. In British Columbia, which I'm sure most people don't know this, British Columbia is larger than every state except for Alaska, where I think we're almost twice the size of Texas. And our premier in BC has said that any government contracts going forward, if they have them with the US, they are going to, when the contracts come up, they're looking for other countries to do them with. So businesses that are out of the US at all are going to be cut off from the province of BC. And that's huge. And I know that other premiers are doing the same thing. So I don't get why they don't know that this is serious. How do they not know? I mean, I assume it's just that they're not taking it seriously or that they haven't heard about it. And I put out that video last week. And I think it's 80,000 views so far. I have not registered any comments from Americans, which is concerning because if it has that many views and I'm not seeing comments, I don't know if they're seeing it. How do they not know?
Okay, ma'am.
Guys, you're about to go into war.
No, ma'am. I don't see that happening. Listen, I got PG&E. Okay, PG&E don't give a damn what war we're in. PG&E wants their money. Okay, I think PG&E is cooking the books, right? Think about your electric bill. Okay, you have Lightstar energy efficient appliances. I have LED lights. I don't turn things on until later in the day, right? So off peak hours, and yet my electric bill is still pretty high. It's all a scam, right? So maybe the Energy Star energy efficient appliances really aren't that energy efficient, and the LED lights really don't save that much energy. So maybe it's all a ruse to just get you to spend money on things that you think is going to help you save money on bills. It's a scam. It's a scam. I'm gonna get out of here. So that's my show for the night, for the day. Yeah, shit. Listen, I need to figure out how to get PG&E their money because they be wanting their shit on time. Okay, I don't give a damn about who goes to war. As long as I don't touch my doorstep, I'm gonna be all right. But anywho, thank y'all for coming through. They definitely don't save any money. That's what we were always taught to believe. They're more energy efficient, and you gotta have this seal on the box. And if it doesn't have this seal on the box, then it's not energy efficient. Blah 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 blah. So, yeah, it's a scam. It's a scam. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank you everybody that donated. Everybody that just came through and dropped good energy. Yeah, just as us as a people, we're just it's a mess. All right, y'all have a good one. Peace.